Welcome to SigniFlow Academy. In this demo, we will show you the basic functionality of our Workflow Document API. This will address the use case where you have a PDF document that needs to be remotely signed or approved by one or multiple people in a sequential workflow. To access the API documentation for this function, please visit developers.signiflow.com. Under Open API, navigate to Workflow API, and then Document API. For this demo, we will use Postman to illustrate the functionality. Let's quickly see what you will need to get a successful API response, or to replicate our demo. Please download Postman free from postman.com. A sample Postman collection is provided for you to download in zip format from the SigniFlow Academy web page. To learn the various enumerations of this API, learn how to construct the request body, see the different error responses, and get sample code, please follow the link to our Open API from the SigniFlow Academy page, or visit developers.signiflow.com. We will provide an overview along with this video under the Open API section. For this API to work, you will need an XAPI key. If you do not already have one, please send an email to support@signiflow.com or log a support ticket on the signiflow.com website. You can interrogate the sample Postman collection provided to learn how the header, body, base 64 string, variables and enumeration values are set. To quickly create a base 64 string of a PDF document for this exercise, please visit base64.guru and use the PDF to base64 encoder, then simply copy the string into your Postman collection. Be mindful of the quotes when copying the string across. For this demo, we will be using auto tags to place fields on the document. For more information on auto tagging, please visit SigniFlow Academy and navigate to the auto tagging section under Advanced User Training. The auto tags used for this demo can be seen in the sample PDF and editable Microsoft Word documents provided with the Postman collection. As the tags are hidden with white text, simply highlight all text in the Word document and change the text color to view the relevant tags. You can delete, change or replace any of these tags with other auto tags. Save the document to PDF and convert it to a new base 64 string that will need to be copied into the Postman collection. To view available tags, please reference the SigniFlow Open API tagging system documents provided with the Postman collection. Should you want to view what your tagged document will look like to the recipient, simply log into SigniFlow and upload your tagged PDF, add signers manually, and view the document in DocPrepper. To learn more about DocPrepper fields, please visit SigniFlow Academy and navigate to DocPrepper under the Basic User Training section. You're all set, let's run the demo. Open Postman and import the sample Postman collection provided, or a Postman collection you have created containing the Open API post methods. In the Postman workspace, choose the Postman collection you want to run. Click on Headers to ensure your XAPI key value is pulling through. The XAPI key must be associated to the email address and SigniFlow account that is sending the workflow. Click on Body. Now let's work through the basic variables and enumerations. Set the document owner email. Please ensure that the email address is associated to the XAPI key. Set the document name. Give your document a name. We will call it Document API. Next, set a message. The recipients of the workflow will all see this message in their email notification and in the in-app notification system. We are simply going to say, please sign this document. Next, under Document, ensure the base 64 string is in quotes. You cannot change anything here. Scroll down past the base 64 string. In this section, you will be providing workflow information. All the enumeration values are presented in the document post documentation on developers.signiflow.com. The extension must be set to 0, as we are working with a PDF. You can set a due date for the recipient to complete the task. Make sure you use the correct date format presented in the documentation. If you want the workflow to expire automatically once the due date has been reached, set Auto Expire to 1. If you want the system to send out an email daily, reminding the recipient that there is a document awaiting their action, then set Auto Remind to 1. You can set the workflow priority to low, normal or high. Let's set ours to normal, which is 1. If you want the recipients in the workflow to receive an email notification containing a link to the document, then set Send Email to True. Under the Participants variable, you can add any number of viewers or approvers to the workflow. You need to, however, add the exact number of signers that you have allocated signature fields for in the document. This is a sequential workflow, meaning that the sequence in which you add signers and approvers here will determine the sequence of events in the workflow. Let's make the first recipient an approver by setting the action value to 2. You need to specify the mobile number, email address, first name and surname of the recipient. Depending on your business profile and security settings, the mobile number may not be needed. It is important that the email address is correct, or the recipient will not receive a notification. Set the language under Language Code to a 2-character language ISO code. Please ensure it is a supported language. We are setting ours to EN, that is the code for English. The proxy allowed can be set to 0 for not allowing proxy, or 1 for allowing proxy. If set to 1, the recipient can use the proxy feature when opening the document to send the request to someone else to take action on their behalf. If you want to force the recipient to action it themselves, set it to 0. You can repeat the above steps to add additional participants to the workflow. Let's quickly add a signer as second recipient to complete the workflow. We suggest you use email accounts you have access to in order to test the scenarios you create here. Once done, you can choose to save, or simply hit send to run the API request. Ensure that you get a successful status response. If not, please check your XAPI key and ensure your variables are entered correctly before retrying. Let's go look at the workflow that was just created in the SigniFlow frontend. Log into SigniFlow using the email and account associated with the XAPI key used. Click on the circulating dashboard item to monitor time-stamped events, as they are completed by the workflow participants. Now, let's go look at the experience of workflow participants. The first participant is required to approve the document, and signer will receive an email notification with a link to the document. Depending on your business profile and security settings, the email branding may vary, and the authentication required may vary to include 2FA or other security to access the document. Also, depending on your EasySign config settings in the business profile, the user experience may vary from our demo. In our case, there is no authentication required to access the document. The custom message and instructions will first display. Once dismissed, the document is presented to the participant to approve the workflow. Hit the Approve button on top to complete this participant's actions. The second participant that was set to fill and sign the document will now receive an email. Open the document and follow the on-screen prompts. To learn more about filling and signing a document, please visit SigniFlow Academy and navigate to the EasySign section under Basic User Training. Once the recipient has completed all actions, the workflow is now complete. All participants will receive an email containing the final, signed document and audit trail. To view the final audit trail and updated action logs, log into the system with the sender's account associated with the XAPI key and navigate to the completed folder on the dashboard. Thank you for watching. For more videos like this, please visit SigniFlow Academy. For any queries, please send an email to support@signiflow.com.